This week on The Rock. First, we talk about the coronavirus. What is it, and what can you do to keep yourself, your friends, and your family in good health? Then, we find out what the students' reaction was like due to activities closing down. Finally, we take a look at where students can get their lunches off of campus. All that and more, this week on The Rock.
Welcome back to The Rock AHS. I'm Gabe Burnett.
And I'm Nathan Diebler. So, what's the deal with this new virus?
The coronavirus?
Yeah, that's the one.
Crazy, right?
You know it. Luckily, Mason Bakke and Bradley Logan created a PSA on how you, your family, and your friends can stay healthy against this new virus.
Hi, I'm Bradley Logan, and today we're going to talk about coronavirus.
December 31st, 2019, the beginning of the end. Wuhan, China, the origin. People scared, stores empty, transportation closed. Who would have known that the thing to destroy humanity would have been a simple virus? Or at least, that's what the media is saying.
It's hard to tell fact from fiction these days when it comes to the virus, so let's start with what we know. The coronavirus, or the COVID-19 virus, is a worldwide epidemic that started in China and has made its way to the US and Europe. It currently has a 3.4 lethality rate, especially targeting older generation or people with underlying or pre-existing health conditions. It has greatly affected the global economy and has made the DOW drop down to 19%, and oil prices are still dropping. More locally, due to COVID-19, Skagit Valley and most of Washington has shut down most after-school activities, and we are currently in a state of emergency. All of this can make the virus seem very scary, but it is very important that you stay calm because there are easy ways to make sure that you don't get sick. The best thing you can do for yourself and others is simply washing your hands. It takes no more than a minute to wash them thoroughly. The goal is to wash your hands at least 3 or 4 times a day, especially after leaving crowded places. Also, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, as this is how germs spread to other people. And remember to cough or sneeze into your arm, avoid big groups of people, and avoid crowded events. And, although I really don't need to say this, avoid contact with people who have it. Some people might say that the virus doesn't affect young people and that they don't need to protect themselves, but you do. And you can be a carrier for the virus to other people, and you don't want to put your friends or family in danger. And if you happen to be sick, at all, stay.
You know, a lot of schools had to close down due to this virus.
Yeah, speaking of things closing down, the Anacortes School District recently had to cancel some events. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Joni Umaim and Ali Perez took a closer look to see how this is impacting our student body.
On Tuesday, March 10th, it was announced by Superintendent Dr. Wenzel and the school board that all extracurricular events are canceled from March 12th through April 12th, as a precaution in the efforts to decrease the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
It's a whole month?
This primarily affects the drama department's musical set to open March 19th and any upcoming sports games and meets. Practices and meetings will still occur, but the actual competitions and performances will not. We spoke with some students who are directly impacted by the cancellation of events to hear their thoughts.
It's definitely frustrating. There's a lot of events going on right now, especially like spring sports with all their like first games.
Well, we've kind of got everything set in stone for dates, so like if you have more time to prepare, but people are going to be gone during spring break, and especially for like the play, you have to do like memorizing things, and when you have time off, it gets so hard.
I figure that's disappointing. At least we still have other months to compete.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
How does this impact you? Well, I'm planning the senior versus staff basketball game right now. It was supposed to take place March 12th, but they just canceled that, so I'm gonna have to replan it, which is a little bit frustrating.
So we rehearse from 3 to 5:30 every single day. So like if we have a week off, well, it might be somewhat nice to do homework and things, you're not going to have that time to memorize and get things planned, so that's going to be really stressful.
What do you think will happen within this next month?
I definitely think the spring sports participants are going to get tired of just practicing for 4 weeks straight, because I know I love playing in games or competing, so that's probably going to be interesting for them.
It was already stressful, but it was planned stress. So with unplanned stress, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? There might be yelling outbursts.
We're probably gonna still keep focusing on improving as individual athletes and stuff, and just getting closer as a team. So honestly, for especially the newcomers, it will really help them, I guess, improve before their first meet.
Awesome. Best thing that could happen.
While it is a frustrating time for those affected, it is important to keep in mind that this decision was made to keep our student body safe and is for the best, no matter how inconvenient it may be.
This virus seems to be affecting so much, but it shouldn't stop us from enjoying our food.
You can say that again. Speaking of which, what did you do for lunch?
I stayed at school for lunch. What did you do?
I go off campus like plenty of the juniors and seniors.
Really? Do you get back in time for your next class?
Barely.
Well, Lauren McClintock and Maddie Snyder made a segment about what places are the most convenient to go during lunch.
With worries of the coronavirus going around, the buzzing cafeteria can suddenly look a little daunting. This got some of our rock students thinking, is it possible to go off campus for lunch in the short 30 minutes provided? We set out to test some theories on the quickest places for lunch around town. First on our hit list was Starbucks. We pulled up and ordered our drinks.
Can I get a tall pineapple matcha drink, please?
They were very nice, and we even met a former rock student. Overall, a good experience, but it took a pretty long time.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be green.
After we got our drinks, we headed to our next stop, Cruise and Coffee.
Hi.
Cruisin' got our drinks really quickly, and the service was pretty friendly. This one is definitely feasible. In conclusion, cruisin' is really cruisin'. After that, we headed to McDonald's for fries.
Hi, can I get 2 small fries, please?
The service was quick, but our fries were kind of cold, so we lowered their ratings a bit.
Vibes. 6.5. I don't feel like a valued customer at McDonald's.
That is
not what I'm there.
high vibes. You get a solid 2.
Finally, we arrived at Safeway. After pulling into the parking lot, we realized that you actually can't film in Safeway.
Okay, so overall, can students get somewhere during lunch? Yes. If you try. I think it's hard. I've definitely done it a couple of times, but it can be done. If you have the guts and the glory and willpower. Yeah, we're not factoring in the fact that you have to eat your lunch though, so make sure you have a teacher after lunch that lets you eat in their class.
We concluded that the best place overall for a student lunch break is Cruise and Coffee. Reporting for Maddie Snyder and Lauren McClintock, I'm Allie.
And looking at that food made me a bit hungry.
You can say that again.
Aside from all the talk about food, I think that wraps up our show for today.
If you have any comments or suggestions, please email them to therock@asd103.org. We love to hear your feedback.
And with that, I'm Nathan Diebler.
And I'm Gabe Burnett. And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.